So it's the preseason. What is the feeling now getting to start this game and play half coming up Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of gratitude going into this weekend. But you can't really approach it any differently than I approach any of the other preseason games. Preparation really doesn't change. The only thing is, instead of going out and starting the second half, I'll go start the first half. So be able to play with some guys who I haven't been able to play with yet, which will be fun. But I mean, really no difference. Luckily, I've played in a lot of big games at this point in my career. So this just comes down to another one that I'm looking forward to.
What's been the biggest adjustment you think just throughout training camp preseason from going from college level? You played at the high level, big college and all that, but to the pro level?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference for me personally is kind of like all the little intangible things, right? You go from playing in the national championship game and you're the man, and then you get drafted in the 6th round, come here, then you have to learn that you're of service to so many other people before yourself, while concentrating on yourself and competing to be the best quarterback on the roster myself, right? I still want to have that mindset every day I come into the facility, but at the same time, I got to understand my role and my limits, right? What can I say? What can I not say in the building? All these little things, earning the guy's trust, right? You got to do that again. A lot of the people don't know my playing style or anything about me really, because I was at the college level. So you got to come in here and kind of just restart everything that you kind of built in college. So I think that's probably one of the more difficult things. As far as on the field play, everybody talks about the speed of the game, and it is faster, right, on the defensive end, but it's faster on the offensive end too. So I think that's something that's not talked about enough. Like, everybody is leveled up. So yeah, it's faster, but everything is.
You said you've got to know your place, I guess. Have you overstepped your role here a few times or not?
It's a good question. That's a question. Some of my coaches would probably say yes, but I like to think I've done an okay job, but you never know.
I remember how excited you were that the Colts picked you when we talked to you after the draft, and this is where you wanted to be on this. And I realize you played 2 preseason games, but this is a start. So now you're starting for that team. Does it make it different that you're out there when you tried out there with the first or with the offense?
Yeah.
By the way?
I don't know. Like right now, it seems pretty similar to the other weeks. But of course, I put a lot of, I carry a lot of weight going into this game on my shoulders, for better or worse. But I understand kind of the situation here. But I don't want to make too much of it, right? It's just another opportunity to go out there and play your best, right? Take one play at a time. I think you get to this level and you don't have to worry about so many things. You don't have to worry about, the 10 guys around you. Not that I was very blessed in college, but everybody's just going to do their job. And as long as I do mine, it's just like fitting in that 11th piece of the puzzle into the offense. So I don't know. I guess maybe before the game, if you ask me, it'll be different. But right now, it's pretty similar.
Riley, did you did you get into the pros with a routine that you built over your time in college daily?
Yeah, it's a good question. I did. However, when you go to Notre Dame and Duke, you don't realize how much time you have. And I've kind of talked about that a lot, but that's a real thing, right? You get here and you have so much more time before practice, after practice. I mean, there were times, where you have to tell the nutritionist after practice to get you a to-go box because you have class to get to. Well, now, I'm free the rest of the day, and it's 1:30, and I can do so much more to help develop my game instead of going to classes and homework and all these different things. That's a complete game changer. So I had a routine, and I thought I was doing a lot, but you don't know what you don't know. And then you get here and you see Daniel AR and Jason Bean with this whole routine that I felt like I was missing out on for 4 years of college, but realistically it just wasn't possible for me to obtain.
So as a result of that, how much can you grow your game, once you get here? I mean, you're playing in a different environment, so you see more, you grow from that, and then the time that you can put in.
Yeah, I think growth is probably one of the biggest things when it comes to who I am as a player. I'm a guy who's always eager to learn, always eager to get better. I think every day at practice you kind of see a progression in my comfortability around this place. But all these little things that you don't really think about in college, I never really thought about the way that I throw the football or the way that I grip the football, or the soles of my shoes and my feet is something that I've changed here. All these little things I've changed. Boom, you wear a wristband on your right wrist. Well, Daniel taught me that sweat builds up right there, you'd rather put it up a little bit. Like there's just so many little nuances that you learn at this level that you can implement into your game. Like there are things that I would like if I was this player now and had another year in college, I just think the sky's the limit. But that's not the case. But I think the sky's the limit at this level as well.
Do you learn that much that fast?
Yeah, every day is like, man,
That's cool.
and I'm able to implement that because I have more time.
I know you're locked in the moment because you've got a game. Do you think though that after the game, like when the season begins, it's going to be Jones and it's going to be AR, and your practice time will be limited? So this is maybe the last chance to really get out there and I don't want to say play meaningful minutes, but play significant minutes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've never been through this before, so I don't know what the season's like. But I've heard the stories of the quarterback 3 that doesn't get any reps all week in a normal game week, but. Hopefully that's not the case for me, but I mean, obviously right now is like my time. So once again, it's like, do you think of all the situations that could happen if you play good? Do you think about all the situations that could happen if you play bad? I'm not trying to do that.
If you do that, then you play bad.
Right, you normally play bad, so yeah, I got one half, right? It's not a do or die situation. It's a, go out there and do my job.
You've had a few different quarterback coaches to this level in your life. How would you just describe the style that Cam Turner brings to that job? And do you feel like, does he coach all of you guys in the room the same? Is it a little different based on who's starting?
Yeah.
Or what's that like?
No, I wouldn't say there's too much of a difference in the way that he coaches everybody. Obviously, as a rookie, there are the little things that he likes to get, but he's absolutely right about the little things in my game that we're trying to fix. But I think the coaching style is very similar amongst every QB. He's a quarterback coach that gets it, and like what that means, I don't really know, but like he understands how to talk to a quarterback. He understands what we see. He's not result driven, right? You make the right read, you throw a bad ball, that's one thing. You make the wrong read, throw a bad ball, that's another thing. And he understands that. So just very comfortable, relaxed. I mean, I was thinking about it the other day. Like realistically, he's probably my biggest fan because the better I play, the better he looks. And that goes for all the quarterbacks. So like when we're watching film together, he's encouraging us and he's coaching us hard to make us better players.
Anthony and Daniel have obviously been in a very well publicized QB battle, but how generous with their time have they been with you? It's obviously like you kind of need to be shown the ropes a little bit as well.
Yeah, I think that's an underrated thing that isn't talked about enough is just the genuine spirit that both of those guys have. I mean, from the day that I walked into the building, I knew Daniel since I was in like high school. Obviously, we both Duke guys, and every Duke game, like he would watch every Saturday because they have Saturdays off or time to watch it. He would text me after every game, and then here we are playing together. And then Ant, a guy that's like my age, is one of the more like mature people on the team. And I know there's a lot of stories and stuff out there about him, but literally every day, he's just been so good to me. Just a genuine guy who is going to work every day. Same with Daniel. Like, if I ever have a question, they're willing to answer that immediately. And I think both of those guys are people that, I have no business answering questions, but are humble enough to maybe ask me a question. Hey, what did you guys do in college? How'd you approach this situation? What was it like playing in the national championship game? Like all these different things. And I'm just like so shocked at how invested these guys are into my time and my development while being focused on the quarterback competition themselves.